Well, hi. How you doing? Did mommy let you out so you can do pee-pee and poo-poo?
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It is Sunday. I'm going to do Spark all day. First here at Pell City and then later on in Anniston. And before I got my order, it's a double shopping. Just over $39 for 10 miles. I looked at items, like one customer is like 12 and the other one is like 30 something, like 40 items total. So not too bad, not too bad. So things warming up a little bit. I'm not in my heavy jacket. Supposed to start warming up starting today. Yesterday was Friday. Well, in my DoorDash and on Friday afternoon, it warmed up, went up to the 60s, and then yesterday I spent the day doing some errands, got a haircut, washed my car, it needed it. Did a little shopping, and it was pretty pleasant. So right now, heading over to Walmart, and I can see just a few high clouds. It looks like it may be a bright day today. So anyway, so let's head to Walmart and let's do the shopping and then on to the customer. So see you in a little bit. Well, hi. How you doing? Did mommy let you out so you can do pee-pee and poo-poo? Well, I just dropped off the shopping. Wasn't too bad. Nothing heavy. Probably the biggest item was a washing detergent in a jug. First drop off threw me for a loop a little bit. They, just as I picked up the bag carrying the groceries, the garage door started opening. Oh, they're gonna come to meet me. No, it only stopped about this far up, and then this little dog came out. He's wearing a coat, doggy coat, and he's wagging his tail. So, hey, did mommy let you out? I said, see, are you here to do pee-pee and poo-poo? And then the little dog subsequently started doing his business, but he went their yard, the neighbor across the street's yard. He started walking up the street, going to everybody's yard, doing his business. I guess he was roaming his territory, marking it. And he was just nonchalant, just going around doing his business. Cute little dog. And but I had to be careful. I didn't want, backing out, but he's often running around in the neighborhood. But it's a quiet neighborhood. There was no traffic, but he knew what he was doing. So, and then the second place, a little bit further out south, but not too far. So yeah, I didn't realize that there's an incentive, and I automatically got it for doing morning shopping or whatever. I got an extra $7. So, and then just as I completed that, a pickup came up for $11 for 10 miles. I said no, I rejected it. Besides, I don't do pickups at Pell City anymore. I rarely try one in case if it really pays good, but no, I'm done with that. So anyhow, so heading back into town. In fact, I'm going to be running the gauntlet, even though I'm not door dashing. So let's see if I can get another shopping this morning before I head over to Anniston. So yeah, the plan is to go to Anniston, and what I'm going to do, I got to stop by my parents' house real quick, check on things, and then I'll head over to Anniston, and we'll finish the rest of the day there. See what happens. So anyway, heading back, going to drive by Walmart, and then nothing happens, and head home. So see you in a little bit. Welcome back. I'm on my way to Anniston. Didn't get any shopping orders after that first one. Did get a couple pickups, and like 3 or 4 showed up. They were all part of the incentive. But good news, that shopping that I did this morning, I did get a $7 incentive for it. So that was pretty good. But in that, a couple other, pickup pop-ups. I don't do pickups at Pell City. I've tried a couple recently, in the past few weeks. Of the 3 or 4 that I tried, only one I was able to do. All the others got canceled. So I'm not going to bother with it anymore here at Pell City, unless, for example, it's like the end of the day, and if there's a good one, I'll try it. Just to see. But anyway, so heading to Anniston, like I said, and I'm going to check on that my parents' house. As of this recording, I spent this morning putting in the finishing touches of a video that's been uploaded, and working on another one. I've seen some recent comments, especially about my time in the Jacksonville area during the freezing weather and where I got soaked and all that. Some people made comments that I should multi-app and do this and do that while I'm waiting. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm doing my own version of multi-app. I do, Spark in the morning and DoorDash in the afternoon. On Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm going to be honest with you, having 2, 3 apps up and running, it's just stressful. I'm retired. I don't really need to do that. As I explained, this is not a full-time job. But so you're working 10 hours. Well, that's because I chose to do something like that. And I'm not fixed on a schedule. I can change my schedule anytime I want, or make adjustments anytime I want. But I chose to pursue the incentive. It was something I wanted to do, and I tried something different, and lo and behold, it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it. Trying to do a very early Spark at Jacksonville, thinking that there would be an automatic shopping like we do in Pell City. They don't do that. I've heard, though, from somebody else that Talladega Walmart, I didn't realize, I'm going to be honest, I didn't realize Talladega had its own Walmart. But it's not in the zone that I'm in with Pell City. So it must be in its own zone like itself. And it sounds like to me that Talladega and Pell City are like twins. They have a 6 o'clock shopping pickup every morning. I don't know about their pickup situation, but somebody told me that they do have shopping like that. So yeah, so at least I found out there was another Walmart like that. But yeah, but like I said, the comments, I welcome all comments, good, bad, critical of me, praise of me, doesn't matter. The only comments that I don't like, and I do remove them, is anybody brings up race or trying to race trigger the conversation or the channel. I remove that. Or if you do any kind of sexual thing or something like that, it hasn't happened, but if something like that happens, I remove it. I've got it set up. I look at all comments that come in. Some I answer, a lot I don't. I try to answer questions as best as I can. and as soon as I can. But the channel in the comments is it's for everybody to make critique or something like that, or share information, because other people may see that and say, oh, I can do that. Like for the question about multi-apping, it's not for me, but it could be for somebody else. And when they see that comment and say, yeah, I need to do that. So yeah, I'll welcome that. Now, I've seen some comments that are critical of me or think I'm, call me names. That's fine, I'll leave them up there. But like I said, I remove anything that's derogatory or just rate, like I said, race or sexual. I remove those. That has nothing to do with the channel. This channel is just about me vlogging about my adventures, how I do my gig economy, and I just share. People have commented about my attitude on something, so that's fine, fair, and it's fair. It's just a lot of things to this. My opinion about things. I've been around for a long time. Somebody called me a boomer. Well, yeah, I'm a boomer. I'm considered a baby. A baby boomer. Nothing wrong with that. And some of the comments of people call me names. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. You just don't be nasty about it. If you're nasty, I'm going to remove you. But I said, in this work gig economy, people are different. What works for one person doesn't really work for another. Especially for me, what works in my zone not necessarily works in another zone, and vice versa. What works in your zone does not necessarily work in mine. But so it's still a learning process for me, especially with the DoorDash. I gave up on platinum chain somewhat. To give you an idea, as of this recording, I'm down to 51 AR, and I actually got dipped into silver tier. I was able to dispute one of the late timings. I still hate that on time rating. And as of this recording, I'm still down 5 points because of that customer trying to pull a fast one and saying I didn't deliver his food. I got proof I did. So anyhow, like I said, I read every comment. Some I don't agree with, some I do, but I don't police the comments. Like I said, the only thing I do is, if it's racial, sexual, that type of thing, I remove it. But other than that, you can call me names. I'm a big boy. So anyhow, today it's now that I've been out on the road for a little bit, and my car's not reading the temperature of my garage, which was 57 degrees. It's according to this, it's 48, so it's getting a little bit warmer. Hopefully, maybe if I might have to take the jacket off if it gets any more, which is good. I like that. But yeah, like I said, it's been cold for very few weeks. So okay, but yeah, looks like not a cloud in the sky. Just now passing the Talladega racetrack, and hopefully when I get to Anniston, I'll get some good orders. So let's go ahead and see what happens. I'll see you in a little bit. I just left my parents' home and then starting getting offers. A couple of them the first one that came up was a pickup for $13 for 23 miles. No. But I picked up a small little shopping, $13.85 for 3.5 miles with only 20 items. It says it takes about 36 minutes. So that was what I did. So it's to an apartment. So let's go ahead and hit the Walmart and do the shopping. See you in a little bit. Well, just dropped off that order. I'm gonna have to say kudos to the Anniston and Walmart employees. One of the items that need to find was seasonal, which is a Valentine stickers. It's one of those, a pack for $1. And the app says it was on this around. No, it was nowhere near that. So I had to ask the help for employee, and we finally found it. And it was obscure location. I mean, obscure location. And I would have never been able to find it. So anyhow, so nice little shopping. So it was to deliver to one of those apartment buildings that have several apartments in it. Not the type have 2 stories or 2-story or 3-story apartments. They're all one level. So anyhow, so making my way back to Anniston Walmart. Oh, what do we got here? Yeah, I take that. Take screenshot. Oh, Bixby. Take screenshot. Bixby. Take screenshot. All right. 38.80 for 1.8 miles, 56 minutes. So, yeah. Let's see here. How many items? I guess I should have checked that. 55 items. But it's an hour, but yeah. 1.8 miles. One customer. So, anyway. Let's go ahead and send back to Walmart and do some shopping for a lot of items. So, see you in a little bit. Well, that took a little longer than usual, and that's because a lot of the stuff was huge stuff. Boxes of snacks. Well, there was alcohol involved, but 2 things of milk, lemonade, a lot of household items. But just take your time and go through each one, and organize the cart, and to make it easy to pack up and then load up in the car. So yeah, I filled up the whole car. But yeah, man, that was almost $40, for just over an hour work. Yeah, I'll deal with that. Like I said, I've gotten so I can distribute the weight on the bags. Now, kind of ran out of room, so I just start putting bags on top of bags. So I take those, bring them in individually, in groups of 3 or 4, and then on top, and then then when I get to the point where I can use my IKEA bags, and then it goes a lot faster. So it wasn't too bad. It's gotten warm. Of course, I'm been moving, lifting stuff and all that, and it's 60 degrees now. So I'm going to head back to Anniston Walmart, see if we can get something else. I'm hoping to get a good, nice pickup. But back-to-back shopping here. So it's not too bad. So yeah, but still beautiful day. It's getting warm. I think the high of 61 today. Let's see here. 2 drop-offs. Let me take a look at the items here. 21 and 14. How far away? Yeah, $33.93. Ooh, but there's a big bulky item. Oh, scoopable cat. Yeah, I can handle that. Yeah, because I have cats. I know all about the scoop litter. So I just picked up a $33.93 for 8 miles, but it's two customer shopping, a little bit less than an hour. So yeah, not the many quantities. One person is let's see here, 21 items. The other one is 14. So a lot less than that last one. So all right, so let's go ahead and do another shopping. So let's go park and go inside and shopping and then on to the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just now dropped off that double shopping. Wasn't too bad. Like I said, not very items. The biggest thing was the cat litter. Good thing is they wanted a big 40-pound box, but they were out, so I got them 2 20-pound totes, which is a lot easier to handle. Boy, for some reason, Anniston is just out of kitty litter. And that reminds me, we need to get some. I couldn't find the brand that we need. So, do I want to take this one? Nope, 63 items. I'm not taking that one. That's going to Oxford. I've been getting, no, not taking that one either. $16 for 10 miles. I've been getting offers from Jacksonville, and I'm here near Oxford, but that Oxford shopping, it was $35 for 10 miles, but it was 73 items. I'm saying no. So I'm making my way. The 2 drop-offs, as I was saying, if you're familiar with the Anniston area, is in the Golden Springs area. So they were right next to one street over. And, so that was pretty easy. So it's now 2:25. I got about an hour and 30 minutes left. Probably have one more shopping offer if it's good, or maybe a pickup. Haven't had a pickup all day today. It's all been shopping. I'm gonna be honest. The shopping here, not that busy. You think maybe, for Super Bowl Sunday. Pickup, 11 drop-offs. No. $47 for 48 miles. Nope. Also, the reason why you're hearing the sound is I'm disconnected the Android Auto temporarily while I'm on my way back. So now you can hear the ding ding, but if I have Android Auto, that little sign, the alarm sound does not happen. I can't figure out why it doesn't. I looked at all the options, so same thing with the now on the iPhone for DoorDash. It doesn't do that for DoorDash, but Spark it does. So anyhow, let's make our way back to Anniston Walmart, and hopefully I get another good offer, and we'll see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, I just picked up a small little shopping order at Anniston. It's a combination pharmacy pickup and then a little shopping. It's like $20 for 8 miles. Take about 40 minutes. It was the best thing that came up recently. So yeah, something seems to be very light. Let me take a look at the items. And it's only 14 items. Yeah, only one 12-pack of Pepsis. So anyway, on to Walmart and the shopping and the pickup. So see you in a little bit. Well, I dropped off that shopping pharmacy. Like I said, it was very few items. But I think that's going to be it. I'm going to call it. I'm way out here near the entrance where I get off the interstate to go home. And since I'm way out here anyway, and now it's 3:30, I could have possibly picked up another thing, but I think I'm going to call it because I I need to stop by PetSmart. I mentioned, I had to get some cat litter, but our Walmart didn't have it, and this one didn't. Anniston didn't have it, so I got to go by a PetSmart because we're very low on cat litter. We have one of those litter robots. Best invention ever. If you're a cat owner, I have the litter robot 4, that it's connected to Wi-Fi. It's pretty cool. I've had a couple of issues with them, and they can connect to the machine. You call customer service, they called directly, and they were able to determine at one time. It kept, the cycle kept interrupting, even though I cleaned that. You have to clean out every once in a while, clean out the sensors because they get dusty and all that, because the sensors check to see if there's a cat in there or not. And they determined that the lasers were getting weak, so they were able to determine it. So they sent me. It's easy to replace, but yeah, litter robot 4, best invention ever. So anyhow, I'm gonna call it. So I gotta make a quick stop at PetSmart to get a cat litter, and then I could have probably done one more, but I've done all shopping today. It was slow but steady. I never, this whole day, except for this morning where I had the morning and then nothing till 9 o'clock, and then of course I stopped.
Half a mile, turn right onto Bynum Boulevard.
And then so I stopped, got me something to eat, and then left a little early so I can go by my parents' house and check on things. So, and then once I got close to Anniston Walmart, I've been nonstop since. So yeah, that was good. All shopping. Hopefully I made pretty decent today. As of this recording, another video has posted. And it got warm today. It's now 62, so I took my jacket off. So I'm gonna be honest, it's very pleasant to be able to do work and move stuff around without having to have a jacket on. So hopefully this is a sign of things to come. But we've had in the past, March comes along and we have another winter storm. For y'all who lived in Alabama for a while, remember this blizzard 93? That happened in March. That shut down the whole city, the whole state for a week. Nothing was moving. That's because we don't have, and it dumped like 18 inches of snow. Yeah, it was every once in a while we would get a flurry or something, or we had an inch, but we got I think it was definitely over a foot of snow in the deep south, and that's crippling. Yeah, I know, for people up north, foot of snow, we still go to school. Yeah, but like I said, we don't have the equipment. We don't have plows or salt or anything down here to keep control of the roads for that type of thing. So anyhow, let's head back home. I'm gonna make my quick errand, and then when I get home, I'll give the summary of the day. So see you in a little bit. Well, I finally made it home. I stopped by PetSmart, got the cat litter that we need. Boy, Walmart just, not only were they out of mine, they were out of all of it, really. Both Anniston and Pell City. So there's a reason run on cat litter. But today was, I'm going to be honest, today was kind of pleasant. Again, it warmed up, didn't have to wear a jacket. Bright and sunny. And then after I was able to get some work done today, because I only had the one morning offer. And then after 9 o'clock, had a quick early lunch. Came to Anniston, checked on my parents' house, no problem. And then I turned on Spark, went into Anniston, and boom. I've been nonstop until, a little after 3. So that was starting around 11 o'clock, almost 11 o'clock. 3, it was just, it was nonstop, all shopping. One had one really big order. That took a little longer, but, I paced myself. But yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 5 total trips today. That includes the one this morning. So 4. So I had 4 in Anniston. So the confirmed earnings for today is $84.54. And then unconfirmed tips is $55.58. So that's, at least $130 I made today. So that's pretty good. So, yeah. That's it. I'm going to call it evening. Wife's got stew in the crock pot. She also got a pizza too. She couldn't wait for the crock pot to finish, so she got a pizza. Not doing anything tomorrow. Taking tomorrow off. I do have to make a repair on my wife's car. The back liftgate is about to go, so I got a replacement kit come in. Hopefully it's supposed to come in today. So, but then we'll start off the week. I'm going to try a regular schedule that I'm going to try to keep from Tuesday through Friday, Spark in the morning, DoorDash Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, Spark all day Wednesday, take Saturday off, and Spark all day Sunday. I'm still trying to work out the DoorDash thing. I looked up, acceptance rate. They changed the rules recently, so you cannot be deactivated if you have very low acceptance rate. But you got to have at least a 70 acceptance rate to get some of the better deals, according to what they said. So anyway, let's see how that happens. So hope you enjoyed coming along with me today for my little adventure. Didn't really have many misadventures. Met 2 kitty cats today. A little black one and a little gray one. So if you like this video, I urge you to like it. If you're interested and happy with how I'm doing this channel, I urge you to subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified when the new videos coming up. I've been slowly catching up the videos. I think I'm only about a week and a half behind now. I used to be almost 2 months behind. So, yeah. I urge you also to join the membership club where you get to see the extra content, because once this video posts, this is a Sunday, I always post a weekly recap afterwards. So I go over the week, just brief summary of the week, and then I go into detail the amount of money I made, some expenses I deal out, and I calculate my hourly rate based on the mileage and other things. So that's all in the weekly recap that posts right after the Sunday video posts. So yeah, and plus you also get little symbols on your name to show that you're a member. Also some emojis to go with it. It costs 99 cents a month. But if you join through your iPhone, it's $1.49 a month, because Apple wants a cut. If you're interested in the equipment that I use, check out the links. They go to the Amazon affiliates. That shows everything from the bags that I use to the video equipment that I use. So if you want to purchase some of the items that I use the links to help me support the channel. Also, if you're interested in the clothing I wear, I have Spark and Dash gear that shows on the YouTube channel, but the store link shows more items. I have T-shirts and tumblers and such. So anyway, so we're going to call it an evening. I'm going to eat pizza and probably some stew afterwards. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy your rest of your evening, and we will do this again Tuesday. See you later. Bye.